The land of Aerenia was inhabited with the wind people, the Aerenians. Just like in the land of Idothea, where the water was honored, here in Aerenia the wind was sacred to them. The land of Aerenia was always windy. The people of Aerenia harnessed the winds for their power, responsible for every single functionality in their land, for their needs and survival. To travel place to place, they had special wings that enabled them to fly in the strong winds created from the Idothea trees that were especially strong in this part of the land to endure such weather conditions. This was their primary source of transportation, regardless of age. They also used flying wooden vehicles, the lifterona, for transportation. Floating air balloons were also a big part of travel here in this place. The people of Aerenia had black hair with a few white streaks in it, or one side of their head grew black hair and the other half all white from the genetic coating of the wind. The most common wildlife were birds. They loved the land of Aerenia to play and fly in its sky. There were hundreds of species that flourished within Aerenia. The Giakalli was the most common bird that was considered the spirit animal of Aerenia. The Giakalli was a large bird the size of the harpy eagle. The Giakalli was majestic in stature, strong and highly intelligent, with streaks of black and white. Flying and soaring in the sky, they looked like a flying zebra. They loved to fly upside down and let the winds carry them wherever it wanted. Here in Idothea, all creatures communicated with the wind and able to harness it and change its direction and movement. The spirit of the wind had its own soul, as that also of the water, yet they were both interconnected like the roots of a tree to the earth. At the edge of the mountain stood Aerenia, a 29-year-old short and stocky muscular lad, with one side of his hair black and the other side white, displaying a tattoo upon his body of the Giakalli that wrapped around from his mid-back to the front of his waist and stomach. Aerenia, along with everyone else in Aerenia, had a tattoo of the wind symbol in the middle of his forehead. Aerenia took a big leap off the cliff into the air, tumble-salting various times before landing on the earth below him. Flipping in the air was one of his pastimes for exercise and relaxation. He would let the wind guide him and flip him around in aerial acrobatics. Aerenia also did air tai chi. Yes, that's right. He would jump in the air and hover with the help of the wind and practice tai chi. He had his own form. Can you imagine how relaxing it was? Combining flight with tai chi. He was the only one known on the land who could hover in the air and move through the air, doing such tricks without the use of wings. Aerenia was not able to fly, but was able to jump and hover within the air, move like no other. When performing his Tai Chi, he had a certain movement he did called Aerenia. The movement was very slow, with his hands extended outwards and moving his wrists. He would turn in very slow motion into a fetal position, and right as he completed his turn, he would extend his right leg straight as if making a step, and into another spin, repeating it once more.